Well, first of all, give us a little background. It's titled Worm Tree. How did this come about?
Not like all the other mixed media pieces that I've done. I pick stuff up when I'm out on walks, and this day in particular when I was out walking, I found these dried worms after a rainstorm, how they crawl out of the concrete and they end up just dying. And I've done a lot of work with tree frogs that do the same thing. Anywhere I go, if I see something that interests me, if it's not too yucky, of course I'll either pick it up, scoop it onto something, and take it back. These worms in particular were waiting on a shelf for probably 2 years prior to putting the piece together, because I didn't know what to do. But a friend of mine just gave it back to me, as a matter of fact. I gave him a birthday gift. I didn't have any money at the time to get him something, but he was wanting fishing equipment. And I thought, I can use those worms. So I went and I started messing around, pushed them around on the table, and they started looking like a tree. So I fastened them down and painted the little scene behind it. And unfortunately, he just had to give it back to me because his nursery now is going to be a different theme than worms. He's going to have a baby pretty soon. So
well, what are some other unusual things that you've picked up along the way, so to speak?
The tree frogs. I've made flying frogs out of them. I use cicada wings, the locusts. People call them locusts down here, but I put wings on them and suspend them from hollowed out slices of logs and knot holes and things like that. I've done things with toad droppings. Actually, I make piece of crap cars out of them.
Wow!
And that one even pushed me further into the strange realm with making a piece of crap car out of a piece of goose poop, and I call it my little goose poop, like the song.
Yeah.
But I shellac them and make sure that they stay together and they're not too grody for people to get too close to them. They don't stink. But I do other things with skulls. I make sculptures. Make bird feeders out of skulls. Anything I pick up. I got a lot of bugs. Most of the stuff that I do relates to childhood memories. I collected bugs when I was a kid, collected skulls, collected animals. I lived out in the country, so rocks, anything.
Well, so who are your influences for your art?
Well, my favorite artist of all time is DJ LaFon. I think he's a local artist here. He's one of my favorite artists. I also I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts from OCU, as a matter of fact, and I studied a lot of different artists. You know, I've enjoyed Bacon and de Kooning and Soutine. Do a lot of oil painting, but I go all over the place. Pretty eclectic.
Right.
So,
well, what do you think of an artist's responsibility to the society?
I think it's definitely important to express oneself, and to, in order to do that creatively, of course, come up with some strange things that make people look, make people think. I don't think it's all about shocking. I think anybody can shock somebody. So I think subtlety is very important, but to make something look beautiful, not everything that is beautiful looks beautiful, but if it makes a person feel a certain way, some evocative imagery is really helpful in expressing oneself, getting messages across to people.
Okay. Wow, thank you.
You betcha. Thank you.